Hello, boys and girls. Happy Friday. The weekend is finally here. I hope you have a really good Friday today, and I hope that you have a lot of fun with the math activities that I've got planned for today. Today is an A day. Mrs. Cottle has music. Mrs. Hoover has art. Mr. Lewis has PE. Ms. Montemayor has PE. Please remember to say this positive affirmation to yourself. And if you get to feeling like you're on red or you're on blue, go back and remember to say to yourself, my future is bright. Because I truly believe that about each one of you. All right. So yesterday we talked about the data from our word problem. And so I'm going to uncover these so we can see them. The mailman had 29 letters and 56 packages to deliver. He delivered 34 of the packages in the morning. How many items did he have left to deliver in the afternoon? So the mailman is delivering letters and packages. And I don't know why I don't have an S there, but I don't. So we'll put one there. Letters and packages. He delivered some packages in the morning. How many items did he have left to deliver in the afternoon? So we put items because that covers the letters and the packages. Because if he only delivered some of the packages, that means he still has packages left. So over here in our strategy, because we saw and between two numbers, we felt like we probably needed to add because sure, we have talked about that all year, and between two numbers usually means that you're going to add. Then we are going to subtract because we see the phrase how many left. How many left usually tells us we're going to subtract. So we put our equation together here. 56 plus 29 is what we're going to do first. And I felt like the break apart method would be a really good one to use. So I want to, oh, come on, not cooperating. Okay. So we're going to do the break apart method. We're going to do 50 plus 6. Oh, wait a minute. We've already done that. Let's just look at this. What I want to do is look at this. So 50 plus 20 is 50, 60, 70. So we've got 70 plus, and then 6 plus 9. We start with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 if we count forward. So 15 is our next. 15, sorry, I moved my cursor somehow. So 15 is our next number that we put, and how are we going to get what that equals? Well, we can do 70 plus 10, the one that's in the tens place. 70 plus 10 is 80, and then we have nothing to add to the 5, so we'll just put the 5, and that equals 85. Now, after we've done that, we go and we subtract 34 of those. So we're going to put 80, come on, 85 minus 34. Sorry, I lost my number. 85 minus 34. So equals, and I'm thinking we can, on this one we could just do this horizontal vertically. So we would put 85 minus 34 and put an equal sign. And I'm going to go back over here and just type this in as we go through and we subtract it. Okay, so 5 minus 4 is going to equal 1, and 8 minus 3 is going to equal 5, so that's 51. 51. And I think I put the wrong number in here. We'll see in just a minute. Yeah, 51. I put 55 because I think I put the wrong number in a minute ago. So we'll just change it because that's what we do when we make a mistake. We just go through and we change it. So he still has 51 items left to deliver. 51 items left to deliver. That's one way we could do it. There's another way we could do it, and we'll talk about that later. If you want to talk with me about it, just remind me on Monday, and we'll go through and we'll talk about it. So, but for now, we're going to go on and we're going to go through. We will sort. Students will be able to sort polygons by using its attributes. Yes, Miss Hoover's spelling is not so good. Oh boy. Let me see if I can undo that instead of not having to. There we go. Because I just want to change the spelling of attributes. Boy howdy, my spelling. All right. So we have our vocabulary. Polygon is a plane figure with at least 3 straight sides and angles. An attribute is a quality or a feature regarded as a characteristic. In other words, it describes the object that you're going to be looking at. Remember when we talked about, the other day we talked about science and you guys were sorting rocks and you went through and you listed all the attributes of the rocks, like some were smooth, some were rough, some were shiny, some were dull, all of those things. Some had sharp edges, some had smooth edges. Those are all attributes when you're sorting the rocks. We have attributes when we're sorting solids as well, when we're sorting geometric shapes. Okay, and remember yesterday when I had you guys just kind of practice drawing some figures. So like this one is a triangle. What is the attributes of our triangle? The triangle has 3 sides and the triangle has 3 corners. So if we go this way, and we go, if we count this, I think I've counted this right. And this one is a square. And we know that it is a square because it has 4 sides that are the same. And it has 4 right angle vertices. Okay. Then we went through and we drew a rectangle. And we talked about the rectangle having 4 sides. It has 2 sets of horizontal sides. Remember how we talked about horizontal, that are lines that run, but they never cross each other. They go and they go and they go on forever, that never cross each other. They're called horizontal lines, or they're called vertical. They're just called horizontal lines because they just don't intersect. They just always run together and they don't cross one another. Okay, so now what you guys are going to be doing is you are going to be sorting some shapes. And I want to show you with this little activity, kind of what I want you to do. I've got it and I'll show it to you in a minute. But you're basically just going to go through and you're going to sort some shapes. So this wheel is round, so it's shaped like a circle. Very good, circle. Okay, then we're going to look at this one. This is kind of half a sandwich, but it's cut in a way that it is shaped like a, that's right, it's a triangle. If you guys said triangle, kiss your brain. And this is a ball, and when we see just the flat side of the ball in a picture, we know that it's shaped like a circle. Very good. And here's a door. And when we look at the whole door, it's not a square because it only has 2 sides that are the same and then the opposite 2 sides that are the same. So it is a rectangle. Very good, rectangle. Okay, so we have a present here and it's flat. And we're going to put this in the square category. Kind of an odd one to put on there, but it was with the PowerPoint, so we'll just put that one's going to be a square. This one, we see this all the time on the road. It's a yield sign, and it has 3 sides, and it's 3 corners, so it is shaped like a triangle. We're going to put it over in the triangle side. Now we're back up here. This is a checkerboard, and it has lots of little squares on it, but it is also shaped like a big square, so we're going to put it in the square. And here is a globe, but it's a flat picture of a globe. So instead of it being a sphere, we are going to look at the flat part of it, and it's shaped like a circle. Now we have a refrigerator. Everybody knows what a refrigerator is. Not all the sides are the same. We have two long and two short. So it is shaped like a rectangle. Good job. All right. So then we have this window pane. And it has 4 little squares in it, but it is also shaped on the outside like a square. So we're going to put it in the square column. Now here is a piece of pizza. We all love pizza, although probably each one of us likes a different type of pizza. This one's pepperoni, kind of one of my favorites. And it is shaped like a triangle. Good. 3 sides, 3 corners. And here is a chalkboard. And it has 4 sides, but not all 4 of them are exactly the same. So it is a rectangle. Very good. Now this one was a lot of fun to do. It would have been a lot of fun if I had been there and you guys could have come up to the board and sort these. That would have been a lot of fun. I think everybody would have been able to do one. But we'll just kind of go on from here. We're not going to save that. We'll be able to play at that again sometime. I'm going to minimize this because I want to show you what you are going to be doing. I haven't made the assignment yet, but I am going to make this in just a minute after I upload this video. But I can show you from here what it is. Okay, you're going to go into your Google Classroom and you're going to see something just like this. These are quadrilaterals. Every one of these are quadrilaterals. Remember, quadrilaterals have 4 sides and 4 vertices. So we have squares, we have rectangles, and we have rhombuses. Remember, the rhombuses are kind of diamond shaped. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look at your shape, and you can click and drag it over just like that. Okay, I'm going to put this back because I'll make this assignment in just a little bit, but you're going to click and drag that one, and then you also have this one that you will click and drag. Circle, triangle, hexagon. Okay, and they'll see, like the hexagon, this little thing right here is the hexagon, so you just click it and drag it and put it right there. Okay, so that's going to be your assignment for today after watching the lesson, and I will see you guys on Monday.